to drop a VERD on this one, which is Lemma versus Scott Gardner. 4 bars. Alright, Scott Gardner. The kid ain't great, see, against this beast, you won't defeat this monster, you're too childish and need a baba, when you lose you'll cry like a little baby, I'll make you mad and you'll be going nuts like a chimp that's crazy, you'll be talking shit and always bitch like a chick that's flaming. It's flaming. Okay, so, kid ain't great, see, little baby, chimp that's crazy, chick that's flaming, those are okay, but they're not great, they're not perfectly aligned multis. The multis are a little bit lazy there. Just try and make your multis more obvious, more exact, more direct. Use a rhyming dictionary for fuck's sake. Just look further afield for different words, something that's just a little tighter. Okay, as for content, this kid ain't great, see. You do this thing here, against this beast, you won't defeat this monster. So beast, monster, you're kind of just saying the same thing twice, but there's no clever pun, there's no homonym, there's no wordplay there. And then, too childish, need a baba, cry like a little baby. Childish, need a baba, cry like a baby. Again, you're just saying the same thing 3 times, but there's no pun, there's no wordplay, there's no flip, there's nothing really clever there to justify the repetition. I'll make you mad and you'll be going nuts like a chimp that's crazy. Again, mad, nuts, crazy. I get it, but you're not really doing anything particularly clever there. You'll be talking shit, always bitch, chick that's flaming. Again, you're saying the same thing 3 times. You're repeating it different ways, but each time you say it, you're just kind of making a direct statement. There's no pun, there's no wordplay. There's nothing terribly clever about it. There's no buried layers. So, what are you saying? You're saying he ain't great. He's a little girl, cry like a baby, make you mad, you'll be going nuts like a chimp, and then you'll talk shit and bitch like a chick that's flaming. I mean, okay, you're not really saying a lot there. It's certainly not personal and directed. You could direct those lines at literally any fucking battle rapper on the planet. There's absolutely nothing that is directed at your opponent. Alright, not a lot there in the first bar. Moving on. We should be banning this fluke. I don't know if fluke is some fucking slang word that I'm not familiar with, but we should be banning this fluke because you suck. It must be a weird looking kid, like a homo. He looks like he's needing a lot of dicks. Any label will drop you quick like the evilest doctor did. Lemma's dropping shit on any track. He should be banned from the booth. This kid will be beat like a snitch in the scene. He'll be needing a whooping soon. Okay. Okay, you suck. Homo, needs a lot of dick. Dude, it's 2022. Okay, so first thing you gotta understand is personals don't work if they're not believable. They don't necessarily have to be true. You can say some shit about the other motherfucker that isn't true, but as long as the audience believes it, or you give the audience the ability to convince themselves that it's true, because people want to believe shit about other people, but you got to make it believable. You know, this isn't the schoolyard. You can't just point at the other guy and go, haha, you're gay, you suck dicks. 1, it's got to be believable, and 2, it's 2022. Even if he was gay and he did like sucking the PP, nobody fucking cares, okay? Homophobia is not bars anymore. It doesn't fucking work. If you're going to use homophobic slurs, you've got to do it in a really clever way that nobody's seen before. And this is literally just you pointing at your opponent and saying, this guy sucks dick, and it's like, dude, that just doesn't cut it anymore. Okay. Any label will drop you quick like the evilest doctor did. I don't know if you're talking about Dr. Evil from Austin Powers or you're talking about Dr. Hannibal Lecter. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You haven't made it clear. You haven't given us any setup. You've just kind of dropped that on us with no context, no setup, no hints. So I don't know what you're talking about. Lemma's dropping shit on any track. He should be banned from the booth. This kid will be beat like a snitch in the scene. He'll be needing a whooping soon. Again, you're not really saying anything that's personal or directed. There's just not a lot there. This MC is soft. This rapper ain't hard. Fuck, you're doing that thing again. This MC is soft. He ain't hard. You're saying the same thing. You're repeating yourself, but there's nothing really clever. There's no incredible pun or fucking homonym, or you really got to kind of have that moment of reveal, the big ta-da when you whip the covers off. You've got to make people think you're talking about one thing, and then at the end you whip the covers off and people are like, oh fuck, that's what he was talking about the whole time. Oh shit, that was clever. And you're not doing that. You're just kind of repeating the same thing as a direct statement with no hidden layers to it. This MC soft, this rapper ain't hard, you're spitting the wackest of bars. Lemma isn't the dopest now because your flows stink like after he slobbered on a dick. Oh, for fuck's sake, more homophobia. Just, come on man, your flows stink like after he slobbered on a dick. Oh, your breath smells like dick. I mean, dude, it's fucking 2022. Come on man, lift your game. And BBE, like trash in the yard, we should throw you out because you're like garbage when you spit. Again, you're not saying a lot there. Also, let's go back here for a second. Banning this fluke, needing a lot of dicks. Evilest Doctor did. Should be banned from the booth, needing a whooping soon. Those are really fucking slack multis, and I don't know why you've caps locked half of that stuff. Only caps lock the stuff that actually rhymes, even if it's slant rhyming. But should be banned from the booth, needing a whooping soon. Should be and needing. Banned, needing, banned, whooping. From the whooping. Nah man, fucking none of that actually fucking rhymes. And maybe you have some like really fucked up accent thing going on. Maybe you're doing an Eminem relapse thing where you're really leaning on some fucking comedy skit accent, but this is fucking text, man, not audio. It's not a backyard battle with your mates where you can do that. So your multis have to read a lot cleaner and more precise than that. Alright, moving on to Lemma. Let's see what he's got. Put up more cap in the air than final year graduates. My crib is packed with blisters, a red light to his face, like dawn's early light. That's how the shit radiates. I come with more ratchets than a nagging guardian. If he talks surrendering to me, then a kick to the chest like I'm recreating the scene of 300. Bro, welcome to Spartans. Let's look at rhymes first. Final year graduates, the shit radiates, nagging guardian, welcome to Spartans. Spartans and guardian, yeah, kinda works. Graduates and radiates does not work. Lazy rhyming. Although having said that, I believe English is a second language for Lemma, and Scott's a native English speaker, so Scott should have a clear advantage there. Kid ain't great C, little baby, chimp that's crazy, chick that's flaming. Chimp that's crazy, chick that's flaming. Yeah, okay, a lot of that kind of works. It's not great, but it kind of works. And Lemma's, dude, some of your rhyming's just completely off. Put people through more. And what are you actually saying here in your first bar? It's actually a little bit interesting. You've got put more cap in the air than final year graduates. Okay, that's an old punchline. I heard it like 1,000 million times in the early 2000s, but at least you've got a concept. At least you're trying to reach for a punch. Your execution is fucking awful, especially the fact that I've put more cap in the air than final year graduates, when in 2022 the word cap has evolved to mostly mean crap, bulldust, horseshit, lies, exaggerations. So that reads like I've spewed more bullshit than anyone else in the scene. I'm not sure that's what you really want to be telling the audience, but I get the idea. You put a round in his head and his fucking scalp flies off, or you're just talking about popping caps, and I put more caps in the air than final year graduates. I get the concept. The execution is off. My crib is packed with blisters, a red light to his face like dawn's early light. That's cool. A red light in his face like dawn's early light. That's actually a fucking cool concept. I really fuck with that. Again, the execution is shitty. That should be where you end. That should be where you end the bar. A red light to his face like dawn's early light. Boom. Finish there. Not that's how this shit radiates. Because then you're just kind of meandering off with this extra explanation that actually dilutes from the big reveal. Your big reveal moment is, I'll put a red light in your face like dawn's early light. It's like, boom, there's your imagery, there's your wordplay, there's your pun, that's your moment, that's what you finish on. But then you just wander off into that's how this shit radiates. Come with more ratchet than a nagging guardian. Having a parent dumping on you and giving you shit is pretty ratchet. I get the concept. Again, the execution is fucking awful. Nobody says nagging guardian in a conversation with their friends. People say my mum was ragging on me. People say my parents were giving me shit. I've never in my fucking life had somebody say, man, my guardians were nagging me. Never. So just try and keep your speech more conversational. Keep your speech in battles more like the speech you would actually fucking use in a conversation with your friends. If he talks surrendering to me, then a kick to the chest like I'm recreating the scene of 300 Bro Welcome to Spartans. Again, at least you are actually reaching for a concept, but the execution is off. I put people through more beams than the number of times Goku was done with Kamehama. Fuck, I can never say that because I'm not a small boy. I don't watch fucking anime cartoons. Once I raise the pole, you see them lasers after my opponent like Darkseid Omega beams. More nerd shit. Kamehama, Jesus Christ. Any way you cut it, that does not rhyme with Darkseid Omega beams. that just does not work as a rhyme. I watch him from the secret like how black dudes is watched when they visit Manila. I just gotta love some fucking casual racism there. Take note, if you are a black dude and you are thinking of visiting Manila, these motherfuckers are gonna watch you in secret. I don't know if it's the police, if all the citizens are involved. I don't know if they have cameras, or maybe they have like little public viewing booths with binoculars where they can watch black people who arrive in their country. But anyway, if you're black and you were thinking of visiting Manila and you like privacy, pick another country. Once a dude make the wrong step, you'll see me and my crew stepping up from the dark like the scene in Twilight. Who the fuck admits to watching Twilight movies? Jesus Christ. Hand in your fucking man card. Kamehama. That's what it is. I'm sure you've misspelt that. Anyway, Kamehama, Omega beams, Manila, Twilight. None of that shit rhymes, man. Like, I don't fucking care what accent you're fucking spitting it in. None of that shit rhymes. I moved from hood to hood with cap on like Eminem. I'm not the type to fear machine guns. This kid is always throwing out challenges but getting no matches. Guess no one really wants to give attention to the crazy son. I'll pull up to his hood with them pipes and let this pump spray like bloody Valentine. Babyface just graced this dude with the Tommy gun. Machine gun, crazy son, Tommy gun. None of that really works as multis, and you're rhyming gun with son with gun. Those are the only parts that actually rhyme. So again, the rhyming in English just really fucking lets you down. But again, I moved through the hood with a cap on like Eminem. I'm not the type to fear machine guns. There's a concept there. There is the seeds of a punchline there, and you're reaching for it, you're grasping for it, you're fucking up the execution once again, but at least you're having ideas and trying to flesh them out. Kid's throwing out challenges, getting no matches. Guess no one really wants to give attention to the crazy son. Most of what Scott said, you could say it about literally anybody. It doesn't say a lot that's personal or directed, and there's no real crazy wordplays or concepts there. I'll pull up to his hood with them pipes and let this pump spray like bloody Valentine. Babyface disgraced this dude with the Tommy gun. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that. You're not really saying a great deal with that. Okay, so let's see. Categories. Opener and closer. Okay. Kid ain't great, see, little baby, chimp that's crazy, chick that's flaming. Versus final year graduates, shit radiates, nagging guardian, welcome to Spartans. Man, that fucking rhyming just doesn't work, and that's a shame, because content wise Scott is saying fuck all, but at least it actually kind of rhymes. Lemma is like really reaching out for some cool concepts, caps in the air like final year graduates, red light to his face like dawn's early light, more ratchet than nagging parents, kick to the chest Sparta, that's kind of played to shit, not that clever, more ratchet than a nagging guardian, that's okay. Cap in the air, final year graduates, that's one of those fucking punchlines that's so old that nobody used it for a decade, so I can see why somebody would think it was fresh. Red light to his face like dawn's early light, I haven't actually fucking seen that one before myself, and I really fuck with that, but the fucking rhyming, it just lets you down. And one of the defining features of rap is it's got a fucking rhyme. So as much as I really fuck with the fact that Lemma is actually trying to craft concepts and punchlines, I gotta give that to Scott, just because his rhyming's tighter. Right, second bar. Sorry, openers and closers. Closers, hood to hood, cap on the Eminem. Crazy son. Soft, ain't hard, wackest to bars. Dopest now, slob it on a dick. Trash in the yard, throw you out, garbage when you spit. I really ain't fucking digging all the homo shit. And hang on, let me look at the multis here. Rapper ain't hard, wackest to bars, dopest now, slob it on a dick. Trash in the yard, throw you out, garbage when you spit. Dopest now, throw you out. Slob it on a dick. What the fuck is slob it on a dick supposed to rhyme with? Why is it caps locked? Slob it on a dick, garbage when you spit. Nah, man, that ain't even a fucking AB. That's just some fucking AB, BB, AA, AB. It's fucking Morse code. It's binary Morse code is what that is. It's fucking all over the place. I can't even follow that structure. Whereas Lemma's got machine gun, crazy son, Tommy gun. So all that actually rhymes is gun, son, and gun. I swear to God, the closers, it's a case of who's the least worst. Not the best, the least worst. You both let yourselves down with your closers. Okay, so both of them, the multis and the flow is fucking all over the place. Rapper ain't hard, whack us to bars. Trash in the yard. Man, just this fucking structure is so confusing. You can't actually tell what's supposed to rhyme with what, and I'm not supposed to fucking go back and cut up your verse and move the pieces around like a fucking jigsaw puzzle for you. So realistically, your rhyming doesn't work in your closer either. And at least Lemma has gone for concepts. Just like the opener, he's going for concepts and punchlines. He's executing them poorly because the rhyming is letting him down, but at least he's trying. And I gave Scott the opener based on rhyming, but I'm going to have to give Lemma the closer based on content. Okay. Rhymes and multis. Scott wins that, hands down. Wordplay. There's not a great deal of wordplay per se happening. Wordplay, punchlines, similes and metaphors, these all kind of blend and blur together, and Lemma definitely fucking takes that, because all Scott's doing is just repeating the same thing once, twice, 3 times, but there's no hidden layers to it. Vocab, that's a bullshit category. Vocab is a bullshit category because a lot of the time simple works best. I don't want to fucking hear anybody giving me 20-syllable chemical names or quoting fucking 17th century fucking Renaissance artists, you know. Keep your vocab for when you're publishing a fucking paper in a journal, not for battle rap. So that's a non-entity for me. Personals. No, nobody's actually got any personals. Enjoyment. Even though the rhyming is a fucking train wreck, I enjoy Lemma's slightly more because he's actually reaching for concepts and punchlines. I do not enjoy hearing your breath smells like dick for the 97,000th fucking time in my life. I do not enjoy that shit at all. So I gotta give Lemma that. But okay, so opener closer, that's a tie. Rhymes and multis goes to Scott. Wordplay punches, simile, metaphors, and clumping that all together, that goes to Lemma. Vocab's a non-starter. Personals is non-starter. Enjoyment slightly goes to Lemma. Slightly goes to Lemma, and he's reaching out for concepts and punchlines and wordplays. He's fumbling for these things in the dark. He's almost there. But the fucking rhyming just lets him down so badly, and at the end of the day, rap has to rhyme. So even though I enjoy Lemma's concepts a great deal more, my vote goes to Scott Gardner. That's how this one goes down.